Glad you see again in my videos, and I think that the topic of function is very important in programming and namely in C# and Unity. And if we want to create games, we really have to understand the concept of methods and functions. So I decided to spend two series covering this topic. So in this part of the series we are going to look at something as parameters passing. I'm sorry for the language, parameter, and here we can have return statement. So in a nutshell, what it means, in a nutshell, yeah? So when you call a function from over here, you can pass parameters to it, yeah? You are just like, you would like this piece of code which calls the function to tell the function something like, hey, you know, actually my name is so, and I would like you to consider that my name is so when you will execute your code function, and function will tell, okay, I will take it, and it takes as a parameter and a name, and every time it runs it can take different names. Yeah, for example, if I will pass my name. If my friend calls this function, he can pass his name or whatever he wants. Okay. And another concept is that a function can return a value. So the function processed a lot of something, and now we would like to know in our program what was the result of the function processing, and it means that our function should have a return statement and tell our program the result of its processing. So let's now go to code and look at this. Okay, here we specify what data type we are going to return after the function body was processed. So in our case it's void. It basically means we return nothing, void. Yeah, okay. We can put here return and it will just go out of the function, but it is not necessary, since at the end it will just go over here and continue executing the function which called our print hello. Now let's write our own function. So we do not need before and after. I think that I explained enough how it works. Let's just let me demonstrate you an example of function parameter passing and returning values on an example. So let's write. Let's just delete our function and let's just write our another function. Let's just call it. So I would like a function which will be able to square numbers I want. Yeah, okay. So it will return int. I will call it my square function, and it will take another integer. And let's call to square. Our function will have to square this integer. Okay. So now what we do? Let's just create a result. Let's just store in it to square, multiply by 2 square, and return the rest. And now let me call this function. Let me pass 5 to it and save the result in my variable int res variable. Let me call it. And now let me see the value of the variable. Okay, save the program. Go to Unity. Wait while it compiles. So while it compiles, let me explain you what it should do. Okay, so here we are initializing a variable. We initializing this variable with the result of this function, and how the program knows that the result of this function will be appropriate for this variable initialization. It knows it by this specifier here. It specifies that this function will return int, which is appropriate for initializing an int variable. So okay, now when we go into this function, we pass an argument 5, and we initialize this. So this thing over here called argument, and this thing over here, which is inside function, called parameter. We are passing argument, and we get our parameter to square initialized with 5. Now we go inside this function. We are creating variable res, in which we store the squared parameter, this parameter, and then we return this squared parameter. And when we return, we get our res variable initialized, and then just an ordinary procedure of showing the value of this variable. So let's rerun the program. Oh, that's great. As you can see here, 25, and that is really an expected result, since we got 5 come here, 5 times 5 is 25. We put 25 here and then we return 25 and get 25 assigned to rest variable, and we showed that 25. Okay, so if I put here 3, can you guess, guys, what will I get? I will get, of course, 9. Yeah. So let the program recompile. Now I run it, and I am getting 9 here. Okay, guys, I think it is a nice explanation for the start. So stay with me, subscribe to my channel, leave likes, comments, ask what it wasn't clear for you. I will gladly answer your questions, and if you want me to cover some topic, please let me know and I will definitely do it. So see you later, guys. Bye bye.